Are you ready to expand your life and reality? Join us for the next hour with Jamie Bates as she shares life-changing thoughts, techniques, and awarenesses to help you expand your reality.
Hello and welcome. I am Jamie Bates, consciousness facilitator and expander of realities. My mission with my radio show is to create greater awareness of what is possible and to expand you beyond the limitations of this reality. I'm grateful that you're joining me today. And today I want to talk about the veil thinning. The veil is thinning, you guys. And truly, what you can do right now to assist in the global awakening. Now, I know things are crazy, crazy, crazy right now, right? There is multiple levels of crazy going on in the world right now. Today is March 9th, 2022. And today, as you listen to Expand Your Reality, I'm going to be doing just a lot of energy facilitation, inviting you into anchoring in the ease. Okay, we are waking up. The world is waking up. The multiple levels of evil are being exposed on a grand scale right now, and we are feeling that in our bodies. The Schumann resonance is literally off the charts right now. It has been. And this week in particular, there has been some massive energy integrations. The world is calling us. We have to wake up. It's time to break the spell. It's time to stop buying into the agenda that is upholding the matrix system as we know it. You know, the thing is the system is smart, you guys. It's so smart. It has been manipulating your being for literally hundreds of lifetimes. It has been implementing form and structure of limitation within your being for hundreds, if not thousands of years. It has convinced you that you are small and that you can't make a difference and that you are just the effect of the energies that you are perceiving. And that is not true. Breathe that in for a moment. That is not true. You are a powerful, magnificent, infinite being. The energies that you uphold, the energies that you play in, the information that you're stuck processing, the limitations that you are allowing to exist within your reality. And I don't mean consciously allowing. Okay. I don't think any of us consciously are allowing this. This isn't a conscious practice. It's just programs. It's just programs that you have learned, assimilated, decided were real and true for you, and not because of a conscious idea or space, but because you have been tricked into believing all of these things about yourself and about your life and about what is possible for you. When it's all bull crap, it's all baloney, none of it's real and true. You are an infinite being with an infinite amount of energy, space, and consciousness. You have so much power available to you, so much space and ease. I know we look around right now and it's like, oh, space and ease doesn't seem like it's showing up, right? It doesn't. Get it? But we're being manipulated right now, right this very moment, to believe things that are not true. This reality has been overtaken by a system of beings who are interested and manipulating you and keeping you small and limited and ping-ponging you in concepts that are not true. Because the thing is whenever you believe something that isn't true, causes a certain level of heaviness within your being. The more things that you align with that are not true, the more things that you see and have a reaction in your body and you decide are real and true, the more heaviness that gets integrated into your being, the more paralyzed you become and buried in the untruth of this reality. Now, where this reality gets really weird is a lot of the things that we are seeing and perceiving, there is truth in it, right? But there is a lot of untruth in it as well. It's the part truths that get us. It's the part truths that wind us up into weird spaces of overwhelm. Expand Your Reality will actually this month is celebrating. This is Expand Your Reality's 4th year. You guys, for 4 years, I have been doing this podcast. Now, if you listen at the beginning of my podcast, I say radio show because I initially started this as a radio show. Didn't technically become a podcast, I don't think, until August or September of the same year is when I started taking the tracks and actually converting them into a podcast. And then I did do because at that time is when I decided, so I did initially start Expand Your Reality as a live radio show. So I was doing this live. And I want to say, I'm pretty sure it was, I'm trying to remember the exact date that I started. I know it was in March and it was a live radio show. Okay, so I did the live version for like the first 6 months or so, but it was really hard for me to do this radio show live. And so that's when I switched into making it into a podcast. And that's when I actually started uploading the audios. And I still did do the radio show for like the next year or so. And now it's been just strictly the podcast for the past couple of years. Anyways, I'm sharing this because I feel like I have been speaking code for a really long time. And those of you who've been avid listeners, you get me, right? You know that that I have been speaking code in some way, shape, or form. There's just so much energetic information that we get tangled in, and that's what I've always been going after is the energetic information. I feel like sometimes when we actually use words or when I actually like explain something, if you have a lot of, I'm going to say triggers or stacks or stringers, you have a lot of comprised form and structure around something, and then I actually say the words, then what happens is your form and structure gets pinged, right? And then it starts telling you this is this and that is that, and this is this and that is that. And I'm trying to bypass those systems. Okay. So I had somebody email me the other day and she said, I've been listening to your podcast for the past month or so, and I'm not really even sure what you're talking about. And so I wanted to address that because I know a lot of times it does seem like I'm not directly saying anything. And I'm not really directly saying anything. I'm leading you energetically through the storm that we're going through right now. Okay, because you are being personally attacked. Every single one of us are being attacked. And we are being attacked with information that triggers certain systems within our being. That when those systems are triggered, they loop us into and within the system. Okay, and as long as you're looped within the system, you're contributing energy. Breathe that through for a moment. So the thing is as an energy facilitator, as a consciousness facilitator, what my goal is, with Expand Your Reality is to help you go beyond the limitations that this reality has set into place for you. The limitations that this reality says you're not allowed to go beyond this. It's like the caution tape, right? This reality says nope, 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 nope. You're not allowed to go beyond that caution tape. And I'm saying I'm going to take you beyond the caution tape without even pointing the caution tape out. So you don't even know that you're even crossing the caution tape. Does that make sense? I hope so. Because my goal here is to do an energetic dance within your being that helps you untangle and release and remove these unconscious energies that you are getting programmed with, that are keeping you looping within the system's agenda. Because again, as long as you are looping within the system's agenda, you are contributing your own personal energy to the agenda. Okay. So let's think of it like a beehive. Okay. We're all citizens of the beehive. Okay, we all know a beehive, right? Whether you've seen a beehive in person or not, you know what a beehive is, right? And all the bees just go out and they do their thing, right? They come back to the hive. They're always contributing to the hive, right? They're always going, getting things for the hive, bringing it back, right? We're kind of like that, except there are many bees in charge, leader bees, who are going out and who are bringing back poison, and then feeding the bees just a little tiny bit, just enough to make them sick and tired and overwhelmed, right? And the thing is the beehive keeper, right? He comes and he fogs the bees. Right? When I was young, my grandpa died when I was like 5. But before that, before he passed away, he was a beekeeper. And he had lots of bees out. He had, like, I want to say 2 or 3 hives out in the backyard, way out in the backyard. And I can still to this day remember watching my grandpa put his bee suit on and watching him from the window go to the hive and smoke the hive, right? So one of the vivid memories I have from a child, and he would bring in the honeycomb, and I remember, I haven't had honeycomb since, but I remember how that honeycomb melted in my mouth when I took a bite of it, and how wonderful and amazing it was, right? But I remember also like wondering, I remember my grandpa explaining some of the things that, that he was doing to the bees. And just for a moment, I want you to play in this story for a second, that it's possible that we too are being smoked like a hive. We're being kept unconscious to what's real and true. We're being fed poison just to keep us just enough asleep to stop us from truly embracing the truth of what's going on, the truth of this reality, the truth of who we be. Because the reality is you are an infinite being. Breathe that in. You are an infinite amount of energy, of space, and of consciousness. And within your infinite being, anything that you put your attention on, you can create. Anything. Anything you desire is possible for you. Now, I know that many of us right now, with the fall of the system and the way that the new earth is coming in, we're just feeling kind of like, I don't have any idea what I want to do. I know I don't want to do what I did before, right? And that's good. And the reason you feel like you don't want to do what you did before is because that is going to become obsolete. That's not going to even be a possibility for you anymore. The systems are changing, right? The new earth is being formed. And within the formation of the new earth is the new job, the new title, the new space of who you be. So if you're feeling right now like, I don't have any idea what I want to do, I don't have any idea who I want to be, I don't have any idea of what I want to create, that's okay. You don't have to know right now. Receive. The thing is right now with the system falling and collapsing, it's giving us all the time and space to release ourselves. That's really what your quote unquote job is right now, is to release yourself from the system. Because see, the thing is as long as that energy still exists within your own being, in your own energy space and consciousness, that means that you're still upholding it. As long as you're still upholding it, as long as the universe will still have it as a possibility. When enough of us say, you know what, I'm just not going to uphold this energy anymore. When we stop playing in the levels of it, it's going to go away. So this month in particular, it's March 9th, 2022. My masterclass is releasing the 3D system. I'm kind of going over the main core frequencies that I'm perceiving in the planet right now. So this last week I did an audio about fear, because gosh darn it, is there a lot of fear going on right now, right? We're passing that around like it's a joint at a party. Right? We're passing that fear around like it's going out of style. And the thing is we have to stop. I have to stop buying into fear. Fear is not real and true. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. Saturday, well, let me finish talking here about my masterclass. So after the masterclass, the releasing the 3D system, this week's audio is fighting the resistance. So this week in the masterclass, I'm doing a recording all about really releasing the walls of resistance that we have. And this is the place when we look at resistance. Resistance is this place where we are ping-ponging, right? And when you resist something, essentially, when you're in resistance of anything, you're basically upholding it. So it's like this place where you're like ping-ponging and making something right or wrong or good or bad. So if you're looking at even some of the things that are going on right now, and it's creating this like reaction in your body, that's a key indicator that you're still fighting with resistance. Okay, that means that now when we resist anything, again, we're still contributing to it. Okay, that's the most important thing to understand, that if you're having a strong reaction about something that's going on right now, you're basically, that reaction that you feel in your body. See, the thing that we have to understand is everything that's going on in this reality is energetic. Okay, everything's based upon energy. The system feeds on your energy reaction. If you are still reacting to things that are going on energetically, we all know what that feels like when you have a reaction in your body, right? You actually feel it in your body. It takes over your whole body, right? You feel it, you feel the adrenaline rush of the energy. You are contributing to it still. If you are feeling resistance in your body, you are basically upholding it. I know that that's hard to understand. I know that it's kind of like a mind mess, right? Because it's like there's a lot of people that would say, well, if you don't have that feeling, then what's the point of life? There's so much more beyond that feeling. Okay. That reaction is not something that is something that we've learned. That is something that has basically been shocking our soul, but that's how the system siphons your energy. Feel that for a moment. That's how the system siphons your energy. That's how it takes control of your body. As long as it can keep you ping-ponging and overwhelmed and upset and your body and all of these weird paradigms of that's how it siphons your energy. Have you ever seen that movie Monsters? Where they sneak in the kids' room at night and they scare them and they battle that energy. Yeah, that. Everything, all of that is, and all of that, 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 all of that. Everything, all of that is. Can we just choose to remove all of that from all of the universes? And can we just choose that now? And vaporize, 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 vaporize. Now, I know that this might seem really weird, and if you're a newer listener to my podcast, or you're not really sure how you feel about that, just feel how that feels in your body. When you get done listening to my podcast, just feel in your body how you feel. Do you feel lighter? Do you feel freer? Do you feel more inspired to move forward with your life? Do you feel happier? Do you feel a sense of relief? Even if you might not necessarily, quote unquote, agree with the words that I am saying right now that are coming out of my mouth, your feelings are an indicator of what's real and true. So if you listen to my podcast and think this lady is completely crazy, right? But you feel better after you get done with it. Okay. If you feel all enraged and heavy and hard and upset and you listen to the whole thing, then maybe what I'm saying is not true for you. It's time to wake up. The system does not have your best interest in mind, never has. The agenda that's being projected right now is being projected in a way that is keeping you looping and being overwhelmed, ignited, because that ignition is feeding the system. It's keeping the system going energetically. So the masterclass that I have going on right now is all about helping to release you. Again, this month's masterclass is called Releasing the 3D. Okay, it is available on consciousempathprograms.com. It has going to have 4 pre-recorded calls, and then there's going to be 2 live calls. There's actually a live call this Friday. So if you joined us right now, you can actually join the live call. This is part of the membership program, which the membership will be open again next month. And as part of the membership, you get the monthly master class for free. Okay, I am building an amazing conscious empath tribe of amazing, wonderful, awakened beings who are ready to help assist this planet in the massive awakening that's going on. So the Releasing the 3D is available. You can still buy it individually. You don't have to be a member to get that program. You can get it, you can buy it at any point. Even if you're listening to this podcast 3 months in the future, you can still go to consciousempathprograms.com and you can get that program in particular. Now, the other thing that I have going on this month is releasing the Warrior Imprint, which is also for sale even after the live call, which is going to be this Saturday, March 13th, 2022. It's going to be a live event, and I'm going to walk you through a meditative journey where you are going to allow yourself to go on a journey to really see, where you're still upholding that energy of war. listen, you guys, we have to get in there and we have to clear that out for ourselves. We have to stop having a reaction to war in order for war to not exist. Okay, the thing is many of us have spent probably lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes being attacked, right? You've probably been attacked for most of your lifetime this lifetime. Have you not? Now, in order to be attacked, in order for somebody to attack you in any way, shape, or form, you have to be upholding a certain energy around fear. You have to be upholding a certain energy of a pathway to attack. Now, I'm not saying you're consciously doing this, because you're not consciously doing this. This is all unconscious programs. These are things we have been programmed with, okay? Just think about it like this for a moment. If you were an evil person, okay, let's just play in this story for a second, and you wanted to control somebody, and you knew that you could, well, number one, you understood that whatever energies they had stored around them were energies that they created their life from. Okay, so you could program them with energies where, let's take war energy, for instance, where they always have to defend themselves, where they always have to fight against something. Okay, you could implant that in their field, because then you would know that they always have to defend themselves. They always have to fight against something. They always have to be, upholding this energy. But as a conscious and aware being, you can start saying, you know what, I'm going to go back through all of these places, because the thing is every time we experience it, we like, it's kind of like a path. When I was young and I used to go out into the woods, I used to walk back into the woods had a path, right? Well, every time you walk that path, and if multiple people walk that path, right? We've all been somewhere in a park or something, and a path that's well traveled, the grass is all worn down, right? The dirt is all worn down. The path might even sink in a little bit. It's very defined. Many of us have been on this path for a really long time. And we have, every single time we've been attacked, or someone's attacked us, or we've had to defend ourselves, or any of these things, we have wore that path a little bit harder, a little bit stronger, right? So now I want to take you back on that path, and I want to look at all these places and spaces where you have I'm going to say experienced these attacks. And I want to energetically shift them in a way so we no longer have them stored as an energetic imprint within our being. So we can make that path grassy again, so we no longer have to walk it. Can you just imagine if hundreds of thousands of us just decided to stop walking that path? What an impact that would make on this planet, and this world, and this reality. I'm in for that. I'm ready for that. So this Clearing the Warrior imprint is actually this Saturday, March, I think it's the 12th, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's going to be a live event. You can call in, join me, and truly, we're going to do quite a journey. And again, you will be able to purchase this after the fact. It's only $22, and it's going to take you on an amazing energy journey to releasing yourself from that warrior imprint. Let's breathe this through for a moment. So you guys, I am so excited. Right now I have over 20 consciousness facilitators I am training currently, and they are kicking butt, if I can say. Okay, these ladies are doing amazing, and they are going to be ready here just within the next couple months to truly share their gifts with the world. So the Conscious Empath here is, we are doing all kinds of things as an organization. There are so many amazing, fun things happening. I've just done a bunch of hiring in the last week, all kinds of new systems getting put into place. I am so ready for you to join me. I am so ready for the energy to take off. I am so ready to be the contribution to this planet that I've always desired to be on such a grand scale. I have so many amazing big plans for the future, and I want to have you with me. So if you have not joined me on anything yet, please do so now. Something, even if you just go to the consciousempath.com and sign up for the free series and get on my email list if you have not done that yet. Or you can also go to jamie-bates.com and sign up for my free series there. I have two different free series. Actually, I have two free series on jamie-bates.com. I also have the homepage series. Then I also have the chakra series, which is available as well. So I have lots of free options. Obviously, I have over 100 podcasts here on this channel, wherever you're listening. Again, we're celebrating 4 years of Expand Your Reality this month, so I'm super excited about that. There's lots of archives to listen to, lots of all kinds of really cool information to share and space. I would love to have you joining my space, my Conscious Empath Tribe. I'm so excited that you're here. If this podcast has been helpful for you in any way, shape, or form, please comment wherever it is that you're listening. I don't really quite know how many different channels the podcast is on. I know it's on a lot. I don't really see all of the comments, but please know that I appreciate you. It helps the ratings of the podcast if you comment on things. Also, I'm on Facebook right now on the Conscious Empath page. I've been making a ton of reels, just really trying to share this energy love, you guys. It's time to wake up. Thank you so much for being here and for listening. And I am so grateful that you're here joining me. I look forward to connecting to you in the future. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your day.
You have been listening to Expand Your Reality with your host, Jamie Bates. Thank you for listening.